Hello. So, doing part two, Withering Waves, and see if I can get F5 star today. Other than that, I'm just continuing the story. But I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then I might turn the mic back on. Hopefully some people join today. It'd be nice, but we'll see.
Mrs. Panwa, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Bijur's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijur leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. Oops, I got carried away. My bad. By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us 1 trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
As for the mangosteen, we got people selling these at the market nearby. We might find some clues there.
Mangosteens are not from Jinzhou. These fruits are usually brought in by boat. Should we start from the harbor? Do you think the token is guiding us outside the city? An ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the resonance cord flowing from your tacit mark. And you said it was flowing in a certain direction, pointing to the gorges of spirits and the Norfolk Barrens. You've never mentioned this before. The etheric sea and resonance cords in your dreams are real, possibly leading to the gorges of spirits and Norfolk Barrens. Perhaps it was more than just a dream. That girl might be the key to recovering your memories. Madam Magistrate's information aside, it seems to me your dream points toward the Norfolk Barrens. It's a site of the Trinodian War and the source of all TD outbreaks. The Midnight Ranger's frontline space is stationed there as well.
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang? I believe in ya.
Without a doubt.
Wait a second, is this a free character? She was the guard lady, I think, right? Alice? So, how do I get this? So those are standard wishes, I've figured out, and these are event wishes. This must be the trial. I think I wanted... Oh, I don't think she's in the lineup. Five-star weapon? Union level 45. I'm assuming that's like adventure rank or Genshin. Sign in 5 days. So it's a sign-in event. Oh, claimable, okay. Cool. So on the 5th day, I'll get a free character. Cool. How do you tell how good a character is, though? She, I imagine she's a 4-star, but... Here it says... It's a 5-star. Huh. I don't know. But it looks like I have trials to do. For a little bit of reward. Yeah, it looks like I just have to log in on each of those days.
Victory will be ours. Leave me alone. Let's do this another way. Tell truth from facade.
Administering first aid.
Inferno! Let's do this another way. Tell truth from facade. do this another way.
Just figured out that Baija is a shield set. It'll take a little bit to get used to the combat, but it's not too bad. So this is okay. I was wondering if this had a time limit. There's no time limit. Okay. That's 2. How many? I have 1. Dang it. I can get 7 more. I think I'm guaranteed a 5-star. It says a 5-star is guaranteed within 50 on this, on the starter thing. Yeah, her. I want her. With her creepy thingy. Spectrum. I started to read up a little bit on what these are. Kind of forget what Spectra was. This is the only one that relates directly to the element. So Electro, he's electric. There's, so that's ice. She looks like she would be like dendro or grass or whatever. That one's definitely got to be air. And this one's fire. So I can't tell if she's a 4-star or a 5-star. I don't know what any of them are. Wonder how you can tell. Encore. Is that her name, Encore? Oh gosh, she's a 5-star then. It's not fair. So I have to get lucky. Okay. And that's like the standard wish, so based on Genshin logic, I shouldn't keep wishing into the standard one. I should do everything I can to wish on the events.
We Resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. Our Echoes can use them too. If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan at the training camp for extra practice and to get these enhancement items.
hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Range's training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shisia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough, but I think Rover can handle anything he throws at her.
Okay, so this is the same thing as doing ley lines, I think. In Genshin. Yeah. Intimacy. That's companion experience. Okay, and those are character experience. It's supposed to be weapon experience. Yeah. And then this one's just credits or money or Mora. Okay. Oh, that's what those are. Okay. Well, I know I have ice.
Synchronization. Synchronization. Doesn't matter. Speeding up.
Leave me alone. Testing output.
Bad timing. No hesitation.
Let me be your blade.
Inferno!
Defense at the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like this when we came back.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Jian is currently there at the Norfall Baron's base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly. This mangosteen? It's got some fresh-looking leaves, soft, springy skin, and 8 fleshy segments fully ripened inside. It looks like a nice fruit. According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhang Ye's grandson is very likely in the Deseret Highland. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
Whoa. Weird.
The hour is upon us. Precipitant!
Leave me alone.
Swift and resolute. Past.
bad.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure, we will.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
Oh.
Works at least.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
Please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, 'cause we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the Tacit Discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
The hell, man? Trying to help you.
A tough nut, ain't you?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. Ain't mess with no kids. Don't test their patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice. Rover, Yang Yang, please, step back as I handle them.
Fine, you asked for this.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. Tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash half-wit. We ain't got the balls to rob the army. But with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
Wait, what I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou even when they are so many. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xuan Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine, fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Huh? Oh. What the heck? The cat just seems really big.
Better than nothing.
Hopefully this helps.
Synchronization.
Fury boils! Testing out.
Precipitance. Synchronization.
Ha! Ha!
An unexpected discovery.
Oh.
Cherish every gain. Strike from the shadows.
Let me be your blade. Heating up.
Burn! Leave me alone. As you wish.
Swift and resolute. Remnants of the past.
Oh gosh, what is this?
Synchronization.
Fury boils. Silence. That's not bad. Inferno.
Hopefully this helps.
Synchronization.
Shape the shapeless. I sense your weakness. The hour is upon us.
Fury boils. As you wish.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest. Swift and resolute. Keep it together.
Testing output.
Get out of the bush.
Serenade!
There we go. Oh god. He's dead. Chaser razor? Weird. Kind of figured out what these things are. They're like artifact sets. You can have 4 to make a set. Then you have 1 extra piece. I don't think that this is really doing me any good here. Havoc damage. I don't know what that is. Where's the thing I just got? Ew, okay, weird. You know, this one requires 5 pieces, right? Still a little confused about how it works. See if it changes it. Okay. Did. You know what? Havoc damage does. I'm assuming Havoc is another element. Cost 9 out of 10. I don't know what that means either. Okay, so now the auto-equip took away passive effects. Just like random every time. What the heck? So auto-equip doesn't really seem like it's that good. That's smart. But I am also not smart, so I don't know what I should be doing here. Is there something that healed people? Because I could use a healer. Okay, so this is a healer. It's plus, okay. So any of these that are plus? So I think I would need 5 to make a set, so I guess I don't have enough. For healing. Is that the difference? So this one says it heals friendly units. Perhaps this is only healing the person wearing it. Yeah, okay, 4 out of 5. Need one more of those to get an attack boost when healing. That was awful healing. Oh my gosh.
Please.
One with the sounds.
Whoa.
Please.
Okay, so this... I think this is the thing, it'll go around and collect resources, but it seems dumb. Okay. So that doesn't do the same healing. Let's see. Yeah, summon for healing. Okay. At least there's some healing with this one. What did I just do? Oh, I have a ball. Have your ball. Oh, I have the ball.
One with the sound.
Aim. Oh. Must be for a puzzle. Oop.
An unexpected discovery.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Oh. Gosh, this is so hard to tell. Different colors. This one has to go.
Master Tianxing, are you all right?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Things are always like this in the rear. The frontline soldiers focus solely on battle, following orders and striking enemies. But in the rear, personnel must juggle numerous tasks: supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath. It's okay. I'm fine.
I'll go find a medic.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go.
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me. That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Calm down and stay where you are. Please hold him still for me.
Sure.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please take some rest.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry, they've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster is?
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and you should find him there.
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from my sect. They might help the wounded recover sooner.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about a spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Yuwa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yuwa. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen? Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritise bringing in the essentials. We'll get back to importing more of these after General Jian makes his triumphant return. Now, currently, there's only one waterway open from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. The rear guards would regularly go there to escort goods. What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit for rations due to its short shelf life. Plus, it looks too much like a grenade, and that could cause some issues.
It does.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the mangosteen indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think...
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us something about the magazine's route of transportation? The quartermaster said the magazines are transported by boat from the south. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders. I hope they're okay.
General!
Follow the Qinglong.
What? What's happening?
Bide the time. Break! Time to fight back. Retreat to advance.
Gosh.
Truth from the side. Yeah! Fear no more.
Whoa.
Bide the time.
Okay, how do I do that?
Settle. Tell truth from the side. Unstoppable. Tell truth from the side. Fear no more. Finale.
Okay.
Tell truth from the side. Settled. Wind Rider. Retreat to advance. Time to fight back. Retreat to advance.
How do I... It didn't really say how I do the counterattack. It just says that I could do the counterattack. I don't really know what that means. I'm just doing things. Clicking buttons. Hoping it works.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is. But I didn't hear anything or sense any frequencies. Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village and the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Now it has like a proper tutorial for dodging and basic combat stuff. But that's something I already knew. Okay. I already did. Beat you to it, game.
Serenade! see your blade.
Transmitting frequency.
Yes, dodging will lead to a counterattack. Ooh. Ooh. How many of those do I have now? Oh, I just need 2 more. Is that enough for 2 more? I think it is. Ooh, can I get my 5-star? I want it to be... So is her name Encore? Is that her name? Yeah. I want it to be Encore. But it looks like... I'm guessing all these are 5 stars? Okay, so she's the one I just met. So, like... I don't really know what makes the characters really that different other than the weapons they use. Their attacks are a bit different, but it seems like those special abilities they have, they actually come from the artifact things. The echoes, or whatever they're called. I guess because I don't really understand what these are. Basic attack, that makes sense. Those are just my normal attacks. Resonance skills, that must be... I think I know what that is. I know what Forte Circuit is. Well, I don't know what she does, but she has a creepy cuddly thing. I want her. Let's see. This has got to be it, right? Come on. Okay, maybe next one. Come on, please.
Hey, Woolies!
Yay!
So wrong. I want to look, see? Oh, Black Shore's member, Encore reporting in.
What kind of accent is that? Yay! I don't know who you are or what you do, but you got a cuddly thing, so I like you. What is this? Oh. You change the target at any time. Interesting. So, I don't know exactly how that works, but I imagine that it's kind of like how the weapons work or something in Genshin Impact, where you don't get the 5-star you want after so many times, and you're guaranteed to get it after you haven't got it X amount of times, and you actually get to pick which one you want. Well, I'd want her next, I guess. They do have like constellations and stuff. I forget exactly what they're called, but yeah, I'll go with her. She looks like the next coolest one that I would want. Okay. Let's So what's the difference between this one and this one? Permanent. Convene. Okay. Beginner's choice. Convene. Does this one only last a certain amount of time or something? Oh. Oh, okay, so I'd still want to do this one. It's no longer discounted. So the first one, I think I got a random 5-star. And then it lets me do it again, but I get to pick the 5-star I want. And then it sounds like after I get that 5-star, which I'm guaranteed to get it after 80 wishes, or what are they called? Convene. After convening 80 times, then I can get Verena. And then it sounds like it goes away, and then I'll just have this, and then it'll probably just be like what just happened. It'll be random. I see. Okay, and I have to do it in heads. Okay. Cool. So now, how do I do my party setup again? I forget. I really like Yang Yang. She seems pretty cute. Mortifay or whatever his name is, I don't know. Especially since, oh my gosh, I got so many. Fusion, is that what it's called? So many pyro characters. Okay. She's small. Ooh. Her attacks are her little cuddly friend.
Here comes Encore!
Whoa! Oh.
You're it!
It almost seems like something throwing a fit. I want my ice cream now! Right now! You level 20. When can I start sending them? I have to be Union level 20? So okay. Yeah, this is definitely like adventure rank. So, 10 union levels raises Soul 3 phase by 1. So I need Soul 3 phase 2. So I need, I guess, just 5 more union levels or adventure rank or whatever. So what would be cool here? So gives me more attacked. Doesn't really say. Oh. See all the pieces now. Nice. Oh, it says right here, plus 10% attack. It's over here, though. In the field, attack increases by 5% every 1.5 seconds. Stacks up to 4 stacks. Plus the outro skill damage is 60% more damage. Wait, Spectro, isn't that the main character? Maybe the main character should be wearing this then. What is this thing? I forgot about that. Upper fishing. So then I would want... Wait, what was it? Wait. What? But it says I only have 2. Okay, so wait. What cost? I don't understand what the cost is either. Okay, so I can check multiple. So the... Wait, no, I can't check multiple. I can only check one. Okay. Attack and outro skill damage. So these are different. What? Molten red. Fusion damage. That would be good too, but I don't understand. It looks like all these are part of the same set, but they're not. Really don't understand what's happening. These two are the same creature, but they're part of a different set. I really don't know how this works. Ooh. So, So I wanted... more fusion damage. So I got what? I'm so confused. So what is this button I'm clicking on? This must not have anything to do with the artifact sets, but or whatever these are called. Sonatas. What is a sonata? It literally looks like it's what the sets should be, and that these are part of the things that are that set. But if you actually go into the things that I have, that's not the case, so I don't understand what that is. So... wanted... fusion damage. I wanted this, but I guess I don't have enough sets for that. Guess I should be able to do a 2-piece. Wait, what? What did I just do? I don't know what I'm clicking. Cost limit. What? Current cost limit and data bank. Okay. Full story. I don't know what that means. What? Database. I don't know what I clicked. What did I do? Did I click upgrade? I have no idea what I clicked. I clicked something. Okay, so well, she does more fusion damage. What does this do? Increases attack. So, and it seems like whatever I put in the first one is how I get this echo skill. So this echo skill will transfer me into this doggy thingy. Oh wait, and then it does defense and attack. I guess nothing really matters right now, because it's the start of the game, but at some point I'll have to figure out. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I want lingering thingy. Just gives me attack, okay. Wait. It says I have one though. But I thought I had one of the other one. Or two of the other ones. I am so confused. But it's still 2. The number doesn't change from up to 2 to 3 when I put this one on. Wait, what? Okay. You're showing I would have 2. Okay. So now I do have 2. So then this one, I would just want something with good, whatever these are, substats, I guess. Something that's available, I suppose. Can I filter? What's that button? Okay. So I can't. Oh, here we go. So I want. Oh, there's crit rate. So many to pick from. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm really confused because this is the same thing that I'm wearing here, but it's different. Are these wolves different colors? I don't know. This is all just quite confusing. HP. Attack and HP. Might just do that. 2. Cost 7 out of 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the numbers relate to the cost. Wait, 10 out of... So is it possible that if I had... This is a 5 and this is a 5, then I would only be able to wear 2 pieces, maybe? won't be able to wear more because the cost would be too much? Maybe? I guess I would need higher level pieces so I could actually test that to see if that's actually what's happening. Okay, so then is there... No. So to make that a set, I needed one more Healy. I think. 2. Oh yeah, 4 out of 5. Okay, so yeah. Well, whatever. That's fine. There. So what are... So you're Spectro. Was there something that did Spectro? Wait, what does this do? Oh, yeah, it can heal. This one was real goofy too. I don't know if I need the healing so much. I thought for some reason there's one that did Spectro damage, but I guess not. So then... Havoc damage. I don't think that doesn't seem to do any good for me. I don't know what Havoc damage is, but it says I'm Spectro, so wouldn't I be doing Spectro damage? Energy regen is pretty good. Yes, that would be fine. Yeah, this Havoc damage, I don't think that does anything for me. I wonder, can I just move this? Oh, I can. Okay. Where's the car thing? Car creature. Let's see. This, from the sounds of what this might do, is it might create like a vortex maybe that sucks enemies in. So I was thinking that might actually be more useful than just dealing some damage. So I don't think there's another 2-piece set in here that would benefit me. That someone's not already using anyway. So 3? No. 4 of these. I would need 5. Well, just give me this Mortifay. Then I'm just 1 piece away. Sure. That sword just heals. Kind of waiting to rank up weapons because I don't know if any of these are worth it. Do that. So I also don't really know how to tell the rarity. Okay, so this color is different on the bottom. So these must be like 3-star weapons, and then so I have a lot of 4 stars. These ones are locked already though for some reason. I didn't lock any. Increases healing bonus. Does she heal? Stores Concerto energy. Resonance energy. What is the difference between Concerto and resonance energy? I don't know. I'll go with this thing. Wait, is this like my burst ability here? Is that what this one is? And I think this is a passive ability. It seems like it just changes her basic attack. Intro skill, okay. So, I wonder if they all have a passive and then their intro skill. So this one has to be the burst. Mayhem is full. So yeah, it's gotta be your burst. Sounds it. Okay. this is her first. So what is this? Huh, I guess I'll end up figuring it out at some point. Well, I kind of want to explore around a little bit. Can I change that? Where am I going? Whoa! What the? Did I go to the right spot? Did I do this right? Probably not. I'll show you. Okay, so I should have the thing to do that now. Okay. What's the other one? Oh. So, what could I do here?
Hopefully this helps.
So in Genshin, you could use like amber or something like this. I don't think there's any of the characters that summon something out, though. Could...
This is so much fun!
Stay there?
This is the answer to our endeavor.
Somehow that worked. Is there anything to fight? I want to fight something. Test out Encore.
Sounds comfortable.
Let me be your blade.
Whoa.
Here we go again. Ha. Ha.
Nice. You seem strong.
This is so much fun. Ha.
Cool. I'm glad I got her.
This is so much fun.
Woohoo, that's cool.
Leave me
Oh no!
alone.
Whoa! I used her thing by accident.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Her mayhem, or whatever that was. So that was... Is that this that I just did? Yeah, because I just did a heavy attack and then I did that. So, how is that this bar? That must be this bar down there.
Bullies, let's race. Ho. Ta, you're it.
So then if I want to do it to an enemy though. Looks like an enemy. Okay, so then if I go...
Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
God.
This is so much fun.
There's another one.
You're in for it now.
Oh! What? That was sick! Oh! Dodge!
Let me be your blade.
Shape the shapeless.
Ooh! Her burst, or whatever that was, is sick. Turns from happy-go-lucky girl to... grr. I don't know. Those four.
Finders keepers.
Where does this go? This is used for something. There's a reason it was under that rock. Don't know why. Burn down the leaves? Oh no. Did it.
Alone.
Didn't mean to do that. Guess you can't burn down vegetation. Whoa, I can throw this far. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what it's for. There's another one. Die! I killed the bunny too, I think. Oh wow, that does nothing. Jeez. Charge and deal physical damage, okay. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just going somewhere. It's like fighting things. Haha, sick.
Woolies, let's race!
Wakey wakey. Ooh.
This is so much fun! Leave me alone!
Ooh. Ooh.
Finders keepers!
So does she have a speech impediment type of thing, or is that an accent? I can't quite tell. Whoa.
Woolies, this is so much fun! Leave me alone! There has to be more, right?
I wonder how big this game is.
You're it! Woolly Stampede!
Yes. Havoc damage. I wonder if Havoc is like Geo damage, maybe. Sky color and everything just seems very ominous. Who are you? Look like you have rocket launchers. God, what are you? You're like a zombie. Oh, Jesus.
Leave
Oh my God.
me alone!
Wait, what? Oh God, I think you fell down the mountain.
Let me be your blade. This is the answer to our endeavor.
Okay. Okay. Suppose at some point, since I'm new and everything, I'll probably be using food, but I know in Genshin, that's what I did, was I was using food for healing and stuff at the start, but I wasn't very good at combat in that game at the start, so I eventually got good at it, and then I stopped using any food for anything.
Woolies, let's race!
Is that where I was? No, I was over there. Well, heck yeah. I'm so glad that I got there. I mean, I probably would have been happy with the other 5 stars, but... Wonder... I can look at her idle animations. Pose?
Be a good woolly now!
Wooly is kind of creepy.
Encore spent a long time on this. Wanna have a bite?
I don't know. That looked sus.
1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3... where was I?
What? I guess Wooly is probably a sheep, huh?
Woolly now.
Freaky sheep. Think it's an accent? Yeah, I think so. Yay. I have no crit rate. Imagine I'll get that later. Does seem a little weird that you get your artifacts or whatever it is by the creatures, because in Genshin they made it to where you have to use your resin, you know, or whatever. I don't know what it's called in here. Your wave plate. So how much do you get a minute on this one? Doesn't say, does it? Oh, wait. Well, if I wait another 2 minutes, see what it is. I imagine it's like Genshin. It's every 8 minutes. It's my guess, anyway. But I think I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, and then I don't know. I might start streaming again soonish, but we'll see. It's starting to get later in the day, so yeah, might not be till later that I start streaming again. Well, if anyone else finds this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Maybe I'll start making Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves? Sounds like, I don't know. When I say it, I hear myself say withering, but I'm trying to say wuthering. Anyway, I might start making some of this content. It seems like a pretty cool game, although it is... There's a lot of things that are very Genshin ripoff like, but it has
spent a long time on this. Wanna have a bite?
Yeah, I don't think I do. That just looks weird. But yeah, it looks pretty good though. The combat is different, and there seems like there's a bit more to the combat than in Genshin. So it's a little different because there's 3 characters instead of 4. But yeah, once I learn more about it, then I might start actually making content. But anyway, thanks so much. Catch you in the next one.
One sheep, 2 sheep, 3... where was I?